machine that they enslaved. It take your breath away. Motorbiking, 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 motorcycling, moving on the Queen.
Right, a fuel break. Off we go, the mad roads again. Well, it's about 20 degrees. We are on our first morning and we've driven about an hour and a half so far. But am I enjoying it? Yeah, absolutely loving it. It's brilliant. And they have a thing here that we had a lecture on, and it's the difference between driving in India and other countries. And India, the reason it makes it so difficult is nobody has the concept of personal space. So when you're driving along, there is no such thing as anybody owning 20 feet around you or anything like that. You just go into any space that is open, and people will drive on the wrong side of the road going the wrong way, and you just have to go round them, and it's just the way it is. And once you've got it's actually pretty good. Yeah, there's quite a few obstacles that you need to be careful of. But yeah, people just drive wherever they want to. They don't obey, well, I don't think there are any road rules really. You just go wherever there's a space, and people generally get out the way for you. So if you need to overtake somebody, you just go and hope that the person coming the other way knows what you're doing. But everybody gives a cursory clonk on the old horn, and in fact a lot of vehicles say please horn, and you'll see it written on the back of cars, and it's a good little system. Although when you're in a hotel and you're trying to sleep, it's not the easiest. And look at this nutty motorcyclist. What has he got on the back of his motorbike? I don't know. It's they've just obviously come in from the fields, so we haven't really got into the mountains. Bloody hell. I haven't got into the mountains at all yet, so no tight twisties yet, but I hear they are coming. Rubbish everywhere. I don't take care of things at all, and it's a real shame. Outside at the back of our hotel last night, they had this beautiful lake, and they had this nice bar that we went and had a beer at, and it was sitting right by the lake. But of course it just smelled like an open sewer, and every now and again this waft of horribleness, and people just go and pee and poo and just throw their rubbish in the lake. And it's beautiful. It has a beautiful backdrop of the mountains, but people don't seem to care, which is a real shame. And quite often you'll be driving along and you'll just get loads and loads of smoke because people just bring rubbish out in front of their houses and just burn it. of course, since I've been recording, I haven't seen any of that, but I'm sure we will at some point. So it's interesting. I was speaking to my friend Rajiv, and I was saying insurance must be horrendous for cars and things, and he said no, it's quite cheap. And he just said nobody has accidents. Everybody has a lot of near misses, but no actual accidents, which is pretty mad, really. So you can see all the road works that are going on. They're trying to get there, but there's an awful lot of disruption in the meantime. Oh, he just pulled out straight in front of me, doesn't care. People just seem to do stupid things, like what is this man doing? There's loads of cows and a cowman. That was the milkman, by the way. He carries those pots, and he stops. That's very convenient. And there's a policeman working very hard. I feel very safe. I had a nice breakfast this morning. We had boiled eggs, aloo gobi. I had a coriander and cheese sort of square omelette thing. I'm not really sure what it was, but it was lovely. Then we had some sort of biryani. Vegetable biryani. Most of the food we've eaten has been veg. They just say veg or no veg, non-veg. And non-veg, Vikram the other day had some non-veg, and I asked him what he was eating, and he said a little bit of chicken, and it's in a sort of paste of sheep's brain. And I was glad to inform him that I was a vegetarian. Oh, it's nice to be able to be behind him. Motorbike sounds very nice with one cylinder, big cylinder, just going do 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 do. But it does not have the poke of my bike at all. Well, and I got on it yesterday and I thought, oh my god, it feels really, really heavy and clunky. But the more I've been driving it, the more I think it's brilliant. Absolutely a great bike. Just perfect for these conditions. You feel like it's really strong. But just look at all the rubbish. Last night's meal was absolutely astonishing, and we're just in a small little hotel in a small little town. I don't think the town had more than a few hundred people. But yeah, the hotel was okay. The bed was like sleeping on... see, he just threw it away. The bed was like sleeping on a wooden floor, really. It was pretty rubbish. But the shower was very, very good. Once we worked out, they had to turn on the immersion heater, and the food was just astonishing. And I feel great. I haven't had any dicky tummies. I haven't had the big D. I don't think any of the group has yet. Back in West Lynn, if somebody came at you on the wrong side of the road, you'd have a kitten. You'd report them to somebody. Here it's completely and utterly normal. Nobody bats an eyelid. You just got to get out of the way. It's the only thing you got to remember. I love it. It's great. I love this driving. So Atul said he's been doing this for 15 years. I think he said he's had 3,000 passengers, and he's only ever had one who needed to go to hospital with an injury. And that was two females on a bike that cut it a bit fine, and apparently a lorry sliced across this the driver's ankle, and took out the passenger by hitting the passenger's knee. You have to be very good at understanding the width of your motorbike and driving slowly in between things here. That's one key thing I've discovered. And you've got to have eyes. You're constantly doing a 360 degree. You have got to have eyes everywhere. Driving like a big girl.
What's that?
You are driving like a big girl.
Bullshit.
No, true. I'm watching you. Oh, I can't remember if I said it's getting hot or not, but it is. It's funny, men walk along sometimes holding hands, and it doesn't mean they're nufters or anything. It's just I don't know, show of friendship, and sometimes they'll walk along arm in arm. It's quite interesting, really. They say it doesn't mean they're nufters, but just have to trust that. So he's got all the gear on, he's got the jacket, he's got the boots, jacket's open. He's even got a helmet. She's got nothing. There's a bloke going the wrong way. Well, this is obviously what a lot of the roads are going to look like. They're amazing compared to some of the other roads. Well, I'd say my butt cheeks have had a good workout. I'm clenching them on the seat quite a lot. This is a pretty strenuous drive, actually, I have to say. We are getting very high, and I've never done off-roading like this with all this gravel and having to drive through waterfalls, and the roads just go from being pretty good to being rubbish very, very quickly, and there's bloody big rocks everywhere. And we just drove through an area where the monkeys obviously liked it, because there was about 50 monkeys. I thought they were gonna jump on my bike at one point, because one of them ran along the side. So this is incredible training for my motorbike skills. I've never had to do anything like this before. Glad we're hopefully done with the sand. I didn't like that at all. especially when it went from thin to thick. Oh, horsey. 2 horses. Loads of horses. They got bells on them. Amazing countryside though. It's so bloody big. And there's just mountains like nobody's business. I don't like gravel. I think I'm more scared of gravel than sand, because gravel you come off and it bloody, I imagine it hurts. Sand just seems nice and soft. I'm probably the worst driver here. Everyone's got a lot more experience than me, and they are going quite fast, but it's making my skills improve very quickly. Never done this before. Oh dear, this is scary. Certainly pushing the edge of my skill set here. Bloody hell. I'm hoping we see some concrete soon. was a skid. I don't like that. My heart stops. Oh, brilliant. Oh, road. Now that is nice. I hope it stays that way for a while. I'm following the big nufter Michael in front. He's doing alright. He's probably a better driver than me, but he has been doing it since he was about 16, falling off that is. Whee! I've only actually driven, when you think about it, probably less than 10,000 miles in total ever on a motorbike, so still a novice, but I am trying very hard. I like this road. Everyone else is complaining it's too girly. It's perfect for me. Bit of bike lane in West Lynn. Here you've got to share it with buses and everything. Our guide, whatever his name is, Rajkinningening, he told me that they were out riding recently, and they had 6 British riders, and saw a whole family of tigers by the side of the road. And later that night they spoke to other British couple that had been on 2 tiger safaris and never seen a single tiger. Oh, getting in the rhythm now. Getting in the zone. This road's amazing, but I've got a really, really bad feeling it's all going to come to an end and we're going to be back to crud, which everybody else seems to like. Oh, it's really cool here. Things keep hitting the top of my helmet. I don't know what they are. I've got one in the cheek a second ago. It's funny, you'd be on a beautiful road like this and all of a sudden you come up to a cow. You think, where the bloody hell does he come from? But they, unless they're owned by farmers, they just sort of roam around like stray dogs. It's a funny old game. I had an amazing breakfast this morning. I tried this thing called Upma, UPMA. It was sort of like masala semolina, and then I had an omelette that was the greenest looking omelette I've ever seen. It was spinach, mushroom and some sort of mixed spices. That was very tasty. And then I had some of somebody else's vermicelli, which is not the first breakfast you think of, but it's okay. And everybody has aloo gobi in the morning as well. We're motoring quite fast through here. I am really working on my right hand turns. They are getting better. I just realised that when I'm driving around home, I hardly see any bloody turns. It's just a straight line and then a stop sign, and you turn left or right, and then another straight line. Oh, there's a big monkey jumped out of that tree. That's very tropical. Not what I expected in the Himalayas. Oh hell, that was a stick curvy.
I'm too sexy for my love, too sexy for my love, love's going to leave me. I'm too sexy for my shirt.
Okay, here we go. Day 4. I've had 1 puncture. Dave fell again yesterday. That was a very good one. I'm shame I missed it. He fell into a drain. So here we are, day 4. We're apparently going into a different tiger sanctuary now. See how that goes. Because Dave had his 3rd fall, I decided to mount my camera on the back now. So we'll see how that works. And for a little checkpoint. Always have to be super careful the first 20 minutes or so because I've forgotten how to ride. One of the mechanics changed actually he put the whole wheel on the back, and he did the whole thing in less than 5 minutes. It would take me 6 hours to watch the YouTube video. I would never be able to take the back wheel off with all the sprockets and brakes and everything like that, and I'd probably have to buy a new bike if that happened. If I got a we're just going past Crocodile Point, and the crocodile has moved, so maybe that means he's gone off and eaten a monkey. I got attacked by a monkey today. This morning on the way out, it was a cacao monkey, and apparently they really don't like it if you look at them in the eyes, and this monkey just showed me his teeth and he kept on lunging forward as if he wanted a fight. I thought he was going to bloody jump on me, but that was a lot better than because he was outside. I sort of ran away a bit and he chased me, but James yesterday found one in his room when he went outside and left his door open, and this monkey went for him, and James shouted at it, but it just started coming towards it, and in the end James picked up a pillow and threw it at him, and thankfully it went away. Bloody monkeys in Brazil were nice. I used to let them stay over, and it's 10 o'clock. We had a walking safari this morning. It was more like a walk down, well, up a very steep mountain path that was very dusty, and our guide, well, I think he was a guide, but he was a funny bloke, didn't really speak much English, and he pointed out a deer, the footprint of a deer, and about 20 meters later he pointed out the footprint of a leopard. So I mounted my camera on the back of the bike this time, just to get a different perspective. Oh gosh, we've climbed an awful lot very, very quickly. It's a funny little town. There was well, apart from our lodge, there was about 3 shops, and they seem to just sell crisps. Not really. I haven't really seen a supermarket this whole time. Don't know where people go and get their stuff, but most of the houses we've seen don't seem to have electricity, so they probably buy stuff each day or eat what they grow. Well, we stayed at, it was quite a nice hotel, and breakfast, lunches are not included. They just give us snacks on the road, and they cover breakfast and evening meal. And me and Mick had a special vegetable biryani. It was very large. It was actually enough for about 3 people, and it came to 245 rupees. So that's less than $3 at a hotel price as well. We've got Yorkshire Kev behind us, and he knows what he likes and he likes what he knows. He's from Barnsley in Yorkshire. I think that's where he said he's from. Yeah, Barnsley. Right, I think it's Mick behind me now. yesterday we befriended a dog. Basically, you sort of look at it, and this dog just walked with us for a good mile. Then we walked into a different area, and this one dog met a couple of its mates, and all of a sudden we had 4 dogs, and there were 4 of us, and for about the next mile the dogs were just as a whole pack. They were sort of, I don't know, herding us like they were just our mates. Then we got to the hotel. The hotel had gates, security gates, and the dogs refused to come close to the gates at all. They just stopped and turned around. But one of the, I mean, they were lovely dogs, but one of them licked Mick's hand, and he panicked a bit, as I probably would have done. Bloody people. And we got back to the hotel last night, and I felt that after about 3 hours yesterday, the group was really gelling very well and just acting like one unit. It felt like a big long snake. Everybody independently said, "Wow, didn't the group feel good yesterday?" And because it's a small group, it's quite an intimate group, and we're all pretty close, and we're all just riding very well, and everybody said, "Bloody hell, my riding has come on so well." Not mine, but each of theirs as well. This is definitely a brilliant holiday. Wow, I should have done it years ago. Here he comes. Here's Dave, 72 years old, doing this. We're just about to go through a flood of water. Okay, day 4 continued. Just been to Rose's pizza restaurant. Very good it was too. And we're off to a city now called Nainital, and I think it has about 250,000 people officially. Probably has double that unofficially. We're climbing very high, but it's super duper hazy. Pretty hairpin bends, they go on forever sometimes. Oh, monkeys! Oh, they're the funny little monkeys. Look like old men, they got white faces and beards. Expect the unexpected. Yes. Just stop in the middle of the road to take selfies while you're on the top of a mountain. We saw a family of 5 on a motorbike today. It's quite a small motorbike. No helmets. Mother, father and 3 kids. Just bonkers. There's a restaurant back there next to the petrol station. Wasn't the most appealing name. It's called Petrol Pump's Restaurant. Well, it looks like we're going through a pine forest. And Mick said there's a lot of these trees are eucalyptus. And they burn exceedingly well because the eucalyptus oil, once they catch fire, it sort of oozes out of them. Apparently. I'm sorry, Swanee and Dina and Cara, but and everybody else that's known me, but I have to say this is the best holiday I've ever been on. It's just brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Just couldn't be more perfect. Want to do it again now. So, 4th day, and I still haven't really come too close to falling off. I did skid a few times, and I got a bit nervous on a bit of sand as I came around a corner, but everyone keeps telling me, oh, the donkey's working so hard. They carry all this concrete and bricks, and they make, oh, it's horrible. I hate to think about it. I'd like to come over to India if I ever become a billionaire and buy all the donkeys and create a town for them where they can just sort of roam around and eat and be happy. Play them nice donkey music. Bloody hell, we're really high. Well, looks like we're coming into the town now. So I asked why so many of the houses are blue, and I was told that it's all to do with the caste system, and in a building, like a block of flats or something, the highest caste is always at the top, and the highest caste is always a priest, and priests apparently like blue, so they get to choose the house colour. And the next highest is a warrior caste, and both of our guides are warriors. Don't look like warriors to me, but they say they are. Don't know what that means really. And then bottom of the rung are called the untouchables, and they do the absolutely most horrible of jobs, as you can imagine, and nobody wants to touch them, and they're not supposed to touch any of the upper castes either. I've got a feeling there are 5 castes altogether, but I'll have to check that. So we've been told to sort of expect a bit of traffic here and a bit of silliness. It's anything like Rishikesh, which is where the Beatles came in the 60s. It's anything like that, it'll be a bit mad, but we'll see. the school kids. Right, this is pretty mayhemish. Well, I'm demonstrating my hill starts here. Morning! Get out of my way! Remember, expect the unexpected. It wouldn't be that unusual to... I don't know, this looks like a judge or something. But we might be walking down here a bit and we'll just see an elephant. There's a bloody load of people here. Oh, didn't hear you. Alright, you push in front then. How on earth can you overtake me in such a short distance? But you can't wait to get by. Don't stop here.
Where are we going?
Oh.
Go back down. Yeah. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Okay, now, excuse me, I meant, oh, bloody hell. That wasn't easy. That is my tyre skidding. I like driving in towns. I like the challenge. The other day when we were driving in Rishikesh, we were driving between cars and what have you.